Hi everyone, my name is Bill Partain. I'm the Director of Maintenance with Chalk Mountain Services of Texas. This is a first episode of our new series that we're going to call Tech Tips. Here at Chalk, not only do we like to educate our staff in these safety and maintenance topics, but also we like to be a good steward of the trucking industry and pass this knowledge on to others. Okay, the first topic we'd like to cover is an actual situation that happened to one of our drivers, and luckily he got out of a life-threatening situation that could have been very serious. As he was driving down the road, he seen his gauges flicker off and on and noticed that the truck started losing power. At that point, he found a safe place to pull over, and I will explain to you in just a minute the steps he took that protected him and the vehicle. Yeah, when the driver pulled over on the side of the road, he noticed that the truck was smoking. There was a potential fire under the hood. So the first thing he needed to do is get out of the truck safely. In order to get out of your truck properly, you need to always use the 3-point of contact. You need to always face the truck and either have both hands and one foot or both feet and one hand touching the truck at all times as you exit out of it. Once he got out of his truck, he then grabbed his fire extinguisher. Okay, once the driver grabbed his fire extinguisher, he had to identify what the source of the fire was. There are several sources of fire under the hood of a truck. It could have been his brakes or a wheel seal that had failed and started a fire. It could be a fuel system, or it could be electrical fire. When the driver got to the hood of his truck, he noticed smoke was coming out. He immediately identified that the ground wire on the frame going to the starter had shorted out on the power wire of the starter and had caught on fire. At that point, he knew it was electrical fire, so he ran over to the passenger side of the truck and he turned off the battery disconnect switch. Okay, so the battery disconnect switch on this truck is on the passenger side outside of the battery box, located right here, and it's real easy to flip off and then flip on. It is very important and highly recommended that you are familiar with your vehicle. You need to know whether it's equipped with a battery disconnect switch or not. Sometimes the battery box is on the driver's side, sometimes the switch is on the frame somewhere, or it could be mounted in the floorboard right by the driver's seat. So I recommend that you get familiar with your equipment and know where the switch is and how to operate it in case of emergency. The whole purpose of the battery disconnect switch is, the main reason is if you have your truck set for a long period of time, you want it to be able to start when you get back to it and ready to roll again. So you want to turn your switch off, because every truck has a parasitic draw and it's going to drain the battery after a while. Another reason is for maintenance purposes. As a mechanic in a shop, you want to turn that switch off, and that turns all the power off to the whole truck so that you can work on certain components safely. And then absolutely the third reason is for safety reason. Just like our driver did, he exited the cab. When he threw that switch, it killed power to the whole truck, and it eliminated the source of electricity to the truck, which put the fire out, which saved the truck from burning down. Hope you enjoyed this topic, and most importantly, I hope you learned something from it. Having a battery disconnect switch on your truck is highly important. I recommend that you learn where it is and how to use it, because it could save you and your truck. Stay safe and keep trucking.